Dirk's read it many times late at night and stuff. There's something better, like, where's that bastard Shipley who found the CD that played?
What?
Shipley found a CD of Dirk that we recorded, many of you heard, recording his voice reading the poem, the Watchman, I think?
The Highwayman.
The Highwayman, to his daughter. So, for the last of Dirk's parties, it ended the same way with the wee hours of the night and everyone strung out and drunk and half passing out, getting to hear Dirk's bellowing voice, reading a story for everybody. So that was really nice, and I thank him for that. And I also want to kill him because it was really hard. But well, I wrote this, but I can't read it like Dirk.
But you can do it to the James Bond theme.
I can do all kinds of things.
I know that you can, brother. That's why I play.
Alright, this is the first of the three I wrote on this, The Conversation with the Reaper, based on my favorite book on a Pale Horse, that Dirk and I have gone through many, many times. Like my book pretty much you grasp my entire amphetamine habit. So that is done, and so is my book. Anyway, so I'll tell you a story. Please listen, my friends, of the night that my life almost came to an end. In the coldest of winters, in my house by the park, all alone on the floor of my room in the dark, there I was sitting, with a gun to my head. Goodbye, cruel world, for I soon will be dead. Then suddenly I heard a knock at the door. It opened, and a shadow ran over the floor, and there stood the fourth horseman. And toward me he creeped. I cried out, "Is it time my life was wreaked?" His pale white skull face just nodded and said, "Your soul has been blackened and weights you like lead, but still I see good in you, so not all is lost." Sorry. Not all is lost. If you still want to live, then turn back at all costs. My mouth wide but silent now rang like a bell. I see no point in living. My life has been hell. From my birth till today, and the days in between, only sadness and pain and despair have I seen. All I ever held dear has been taken away, though I tried all I could, and I said all I could say. So please give me an answer to this question for you. If our roles were reversed, tell me, what would you do? Would you want to go on, or just end it all fast? Tell me, how long do you really think you would last? If you were in my shoes, tell me, where would you go once there's nothing to see, and there's no one to know? That's the reason I'm ending this road that's been long. Did I make some mistake and just somewhere go wrong? I sat back for a moment and looked up at death through the tears in my eyes and the gasps in my breath. But the Reaper was silent and looked at the wall toward a picture of me taken when I was small and said, "I will answer this question. You've asked me, my son, if you'll take in my words before taking the gun. It's true. Bad times have burned you and left many scars. I see pain in your eyes. It's as plain as the stars, but the answer is plain too, like the sun in the sky. You're reluctant to live, yet you're reluctant to die. And you dwell on the pain and forget all the years when you laughed and were happy, not covered in tears. If you bury the good, then all that's left is the bad to remind you of all the days that you've had, but things still could get better. A point you forgot, or at least there's a chance. When you're dead, there's not. You must fight till the end, because you can't turn around once you're buried and rotting away in the ground. But things still could get better, which is the point you forgot. At least there's the chance. When you're dead, there is not. You must fight till the end, because you can't turn around once you're buried and rotting away in the ground. I know I repeated that, but trust me on this, death does not make all well. It's too boring in heaven, and it's burning in hell. You see, destiny is what you make it to be. It's as vast as the sky, and as deep as the sea. So there, you've my answer, and you know it's no lie, for I assure you, it is harder to live than to die. But that's the whole point. To survive is the trick. Through the times that you're well and the times that you're sick. Through the times that you're happy and feel full of song. And through times you're misled, feel unhappy or wrong. So don't quit so easy. It could still turn out good. Or just give up and die if you feel that you should. I just stared at the Reaper and I looked at the gun and I thought what it would be like to not see the sun. And then suddenly, reason, at long last, was clear, and the answer I thought that I never would hear had been there all along. It seemed so hard to find, and I'd never noticed how I was so blind. You're right, I screamed out as I wiped clear my eyes, and once thought of a future I didn't despise. It's time that I go, said the Reaper to me, and I thanked him for finally helping me see. He just nodded and then left, like a wind through the door, and his shadow ran after him, crossing the floor. But now, I am wiser, and I owe it to him, because I realize that Reaper just isn't so grim. Because today, I live on in a much better life, and I think of the good times when in times of strife. So, I hope you remember this lesson I have said, for it is really much better to live than be dead.
Thank you, Scott. That was beautiful.